Hey, what's good, everybody? It's Mozu back with another lovely video today. It's been a great day for me, y'all. I'm gonna be for real. It's been a day of expression to the highest point that I have ever achieved personally. An expression that is confident, an expression that comes from my spirit, an expression that doesn't really come from a place of ego or a place of I guess seeing that you are better than other people, because I feel like confidence and expression can come from two different places in a way. I feel like it can either come from your ego or it can come from your spirit. And it's just more natural confidence, I feel like, to get that from your spirit. But I hope that y'all have been having a lovely day today. I'm not doing much planning for this video in particular. I'm just chilling. And I got a piano song to show y'all too at the end. Cause yeah. And I know that this is my 9th video, if y'all did not know. And I usually have my hair down for my odd number videos. But I was like, nah, I don't feel like doing that. I don't feel like doing that shit. But, yeah, I got this new hoodie on. It says limitless state of mind, because our mind is limitless. Our state of mind can be limitless. And personally, I choose to have a limitless state of mind. And saying that, I mean, like, I know that my potential is so vast and so strong that my mind is limitless. What I can do with my mind, what I can do with my thoughts, what I can do with my just the way I perceive is limitless. It's strong. It's limitless, you know? Yeah. Also, today I want to talk about art, how I view art. I personally know a lot of people that will either judge their own art or other people's art in a way that they make it almost like it's a competition. They make it almost as if like anybody can be better than another when it comes to art. And that's, to me, I personally feel like y'all can view that any way you want to, but I personally view art in a way that is not a competition by any means. It's such a vast uniqueness, and it's such a, sorry about that, y'all. It's a low battery. I'm like, what the hell? But anyways, yeah, it's such like a unique, it's just such a unique expression that you can't really compare it. Because if somebody is as good as another in art, their art will not look the same. Their art will not look anything like each other's usually. And that is because each of us, like, expressing our art, we have to remember that just because we can't draw a certain thing or a certain way like other people can, doesn't mean that our art is inferior to theirs, or that our art is not as beautiful and amazing as theirs. You know what I mean? I feel like art can be more expressive than others. I feel like art can have more of a soul or more of a heart behind it than other forms of art or other people expressing themselves or whatever. People can express themselves differently. Y'all don't always have to put your full soul and heart and spirit behind your work. That's just personally what I do, because I love it. It's a freeing, peaceful experience for me to be able to do that with my art. But y'all don't have to do that, you know. Y'all don't have to do that at all. Y'all can be entirely logical with your art if you wanted to, you know. Because me, I like to be intuitive and logical with my art. I like to balance it, because I believe there needs to be a balance to everything. To achieve anything great, there must be a balance. But art, for a lot of people, is viewed in a way that where we are now with art is where we will always be. And I say that in a way that's like, a lot of people will come up to great artists or people that are free of expressing them. They freely express themselves around others with their art. And they will come up to them and be like, that is so amazing. I can't even imagine like ever doing anything like that. You know, I can only draw stick figures. I can only draw a certain way, or I can't draw, period. And if you really want to draw and if you really want to be an artist, you cannot think that way. You know what I mean? You cannot think in a way that is basically preventing you from achieving and progressing, because that is kind of what that mindset does, and a lot of people won't even realize it, you know? So that's why it doesn't make me upset. It doesn't make me like be like, oh, you know, I don't point it out or nothing. I'm just like, I personally don't view art as a competition. You know, I don't view it as a way where, oh, I'm better than you, or they're better than me, or I have to be this good to do this, or blah blah blah. It's all about how unique you're being with your art, how much you're developing it, how much you're developing your work. um some other people's art styles are more developed than others. That does not mean that their art is better. It does not mean that their art is worse. It literally just means that they have not put as much time in their art as other people have. Like personally, I have been drawing since I was 4 years old, and I've had very few breaks and stopping points in my life that really were a stopping point, you know. And now, every day I draw. I draw at least a little bit every single day. Every single day I draw a little bit. And it's about that practice, you know. It's about that practice that will lead you to exactly where you need to be, where you want to be. But I love y'all. My family is getting home right now, so I'm gonna have to end this video off a little earlier than usual. But I love y'all. Y'all are valuable, and I appreciate every single one of you. And just remember that there's infinite potential that resides in your hands and in your mind and in your soul. Stay true to your soul and do things that make you feel like more like yourself. I love every single one of y'all, even if you didn't watch to this point. Thank you. I appreciate you. Hey y'all, I'm back. I hope y'all enjoyed that piano session. I hope y'all enjoyed that playing. That I made today. I love that one, but I'm recording this because I wanted to say and show y'all a couple more things before the video's over. And one of those things I want to show you is my outfit. I want to show y'all the fit, so let me show y'all the fit. I got the limitless state of mind, as I explained in the beginning. And then I got these pants, right? I'm gonna stand on this motherfucking chair. I got the pants on, and they're the parachute pants. So they baggy, you know what I mean? They're baggy. They're so baggy. But I like baggy clothes, so it makes me happy to wear them, you know? A lot of people will judge you for being you. A lot of people will try to project themselves onto you. Whether that be because they envy you or because they resent you. They will try to project themselves onto you in ways that you won't even understand. You won't even realize at the moment. But those kind of people, I don't feel like they're meant to stay on our path. Everybody we meet in our lives is important to our lives. Everybody that we meet, like whether we have a negative association with them, you know, whether we feel a certain way about them, they are here for a reason, usually to teach us something. But that doesn't mean they have to stay, you know. We can't really choose what people are in our life at first, I feel like, but we can choose who we stay with, who we keep associating ourselves with. We can definitely choose that when we realize certain things like, oh, you know, this friend, I thought they were my friend, but they happen to be talking behind my back, and I've been hearing about that lately, and, you know, that's not good. That doesn't make me feel good, you know. If you're realizing stuff like that about your friends, then they may not be friends. that's going to be something that's hard to accept. That's going to be hard to let go. But because it is hard to do that and make that first step, because it is hard, it's hard because the future, because of that decision, because of that hard decision, the future will be bountiful. The future will be beautiful. Your future will be filled with people that are like you. They're like you, and not only are they like you, they respect and appreciate you, and they give to you. As you give to them, they give to you. Because a lot of times with friendships, with relationships, it can be 50-50 at first with basically like how much people are giving. But over time, usually that can go towards a 70-30 route. You know what I mean? Like, it can usually take a turn for something like that, and that's not always the best. And if you as the person putting in that 70, you gotta realize what you deserve in a way. And honestly, if you are stuck in a situation like that, it might be best to match the frequency of that person that's giving you the 30%. Not meaning ignoring them or going out of your way to be in a resentful way, but in a way contribute as much as they are into the relationship, into the friendship. Contribute as much as they are so that there is that equilibrium. And if you realize that they start to, feel a certain way about it or go off on you or whatever they choose to do, then that's how you usually know whether they belong in your life, whether they're going to stay or not, So y'all just got to keep that in mind. And keep in mind that our potential is infinite. Our potential is infinite. We can, like, our mind is a tool. Our brain is a tool. And we don't realize that a lot. I think a lot of us will think that we are our thoughts. And that's just not true. That is not true. We are not our thoughts. We are our reactions to them, as I have said in some of my other videos. But with this being the Sagittarius video, with this being my 9th video, it is filled with a lot of optimism and lively, fiery energy. As Sagittarius as a sign is filled with that energy. So, I just appreciate y'all. I don't know what else to say. I appreciate y'all so much, and I'm just so grateful I get to do this. Ever since that day that I made that first step into being comfortable with making a video and making that first step, because I did that, I am where I am right now. And I want y'all to know that y'all can do that too. Like, y'all can genuinely do that too, like, to any extent that you can imagine. A lot of us will be like, one day I'll get this done, or one day I'll feel a certain way. Y'all gotta start putting that work in now, because this is all we have. All we have is now. You're listening to my voice right now, and potentially even looking into my eyes when I'm saying this. There is only this moment right now. Just as you are seeing through your eyes in this moment, I am seeing through my eyes in this moment and talking and using my brain to communicate a message with all of y'all that I feel like is important to y'all to hear. That is exactly what I'm doing. And each and every single one of y'all are valuable and important and beautiful. Beautiful. And I want y'all to remember that, because it is so true. Not yet. What? No. Sorry about that, y'all. I already did. It's all right. But basically, we have to have a certain level of respect for everybody. And without that, I feel like we can never achieve true peace. We can't really achieve true peace without loving everybody to a certain extent. We don't have to give all of our soul and our love and our everything to every single person, especially if they aren't matching that energy, especially if they aren't giving anything back. We don't have to give them that in return. We don't have to force that. But what we should feel is a certain level of respect for them, because they are human, they are living, and they have a purpose as well. A lot of people won't think that way just because somebody's purpose is negative, or just because that's what their purpose is at the moment, because it's not always going to be that way. You might have a negative purpose right now, and that's okay, because you can easily change that around if you so choose to. If you so choose that you want to start thinking positively, you want to start seeing more positive things, then you're going to have to put in the mental effort to think that way and to put those thoughts into your own head, because you have the capability to do it. It's just a lot of us will, I feel like, try to begin that at first, wanting that outcome, and not realize how much patience has to go into it, how much work genuinely has to go into it. It's very difficult. I know personally, I'm still on that journey, y'all. I'm not where exactly I want to be. And I know that I probably never will be. And that's because the self-growth journey never ends. But it always begins. It will always begin, whether you choose to begin it or not, And y'all, I want to apologize, y'all. I don't want y'all to think I was mad at my mom for asking if I was done with the video, because I'm not, by any means. I love my mom. I respect her. I love her so much, so very much. She's one of the only family that really is still here in my life and that sticks around. So I have never-ending appreciation and gratitude for that. I truly do. Even though that there are tumultuous times, there are times when we're both in not the best mindset, and that doesn't always lead to the best interactions. But I always know that she's my mom, and I always know that I love her, that I appreciate her. But yeah, y'all, I love every single one of y'all, and I am not exaggerating when I say that. I love my enemies. I love the people that hate me. I love the people that resent me. And a lot of people, I've told that before. A lot of people I've told that, and they're like, how can anybody hate you? How can anybody be against you? How can anybody resent you, Mason? And in reality, if you're pursuing your mission, your purpose, there's always going to be somebody, There's always going to be somebody that's going to go out of their way and not really see the value that you do in yourself. And they may just go out of their way to communicate that, or change you, or try to change you. But they can only change you if you truly let them. Period. You don't have to let them change you. You don't have to change. You can keep being yourself, no matter how they think or what they do about it. Because in reality, what they think and what they do about it, that's in their brain. That's contained within their perspective and their mind. This is your mind. This is your brain. And y'all need to remember that. This is your mind. Y'all can choose to do what you want with it. Y'all can choose to think how you want to about it. But try not to dwell on your thoughts, whether they're negative or not. Try not to dwell upon them and be like, oh, I'm thinking this way, or I just thought this out of nowhere. What is wrong with me? How could I think that way? It's about how we react to it. When you could simply respond to that thought in your own head, like, oh, that thought wasn't necessarily in tune with how I see myself or where I want to be. That thought necessarily, I don't think that's going to get me to where I want to be. And that's okay. That is okay. You have to have acceptance for that, And, yeah, I love y'all. I can't stop saying it. I can't stop saying it, y'all. I love y'all. And I appreciate y'all so much. And thank you for the subscribers and the likes and everything. I haven't really been looking at the subscriber count or the view count or anything, because I personally don't want to do that. Because what I do for this is for me and this is for y'all. It's not for those views, for that, that's not for that. It's not. What I'm doing right now is a spiritual impact. This is a legacy. This is something that will last after my life. And and afterwards it will last forever. Material wealth, that's something different. Material wealth, we don't get that, we don't retain that in the afterlife. I feel like we don't retain that material wealth or that status, that position. So that's why it's important to embrace what you can and find that spiritual wealth, because that will help you in your next lives too. I know a lot of y'all probably got lives you're going to live after this one. I personally have always believed that this is my last life, and I'm not upset with that. I've been content with that for a while now. It's not something I know for 100% sure. It's just something that I feel. It's something I have felt for a long time, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing in this life and treating it how I am. Because if it's my last, I'm going out with a bang, yo. I'm going out with the fireworks and shit, you know what I mean? I'm going out with a message and an impact so large that the people won't even be able to fathom it. Even after my passing, they won't be able to fathom it. So y'all just remember that y'all can achieve that as well, and that y'all can truly y'all can do whatever you imagine. So easy nowadays in our society to just think that a lot of things are about numbers and materialism, certain things like that. And in reality, it's not about that, though. It's not about that. It's about what you got in here, to say the least. It's about what you got in here. But anyways, yes, have a wonderful rest of your day. For me, it personally is storming today, and I love the rain, so I'm perfectly content with that. I think it's a beautiful day still. But even if it is raining, if you view it a different way, try to make the most of your day still. And even if you can't, just be yourself. Just be yourself, yo. Just be you. And love yourself in a way that you would love your friend, and go out of your way to help your friend. Help yourself like that. See yourself as that best friend. It's a very easy thing to say, very hard thing to put into practice somewhere. I'm not even there yet, yo. I'm saying this for me. I'm saying this for y'all, because I know it can help. It might not always help, but I know it can, and I want to put that out there just in case it does help anybody. So yeah, I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the piano recording, and y'all are valuable whether or not you watch to this moment or not. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, y'all.